I was setting things up. Hi. How are we? How are we doing today, chatterinos? I tried to do the thing Tippy has been teaching me. Yo, weird. Thank you for the 6 months, dude. Appreciate it. Oh shit. It's been 6 months already. That's ridiculous. Single bar of holiday broadband to filming. Oh god, he's dead. It's so sad. Tippy's been trying to lecture me on teaching me how to do content creation better. So stories on TikTok before you go live are apparently the meta. And I tried to upload a story on TikTok to be like, hey, I'm live. And then I uploaded it. And then I couldn't find it. I don't know where it went. So either that is out in the void to 50,000 people, or I fucked up and it's not. So either way, it's kind of funny. Gyat milk. And I have some Monster Energy. It's gonna be like Instagram all over again. Oh god, not the Instagram. The YouTube bros don't know about this yet. They weren't informed. Let me actually... Oh god.
Single bar of holiday broadband. Do not fail me, N.
Hi. Oh god, YouTube chat's broken. Whoopsies. Where is the can pen? It's on my desk. I'm drinking it. You can't have it, Blaze. Blaze, I'm making you blue, Blaze. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm sorry. You've been hit with a wrench. I apologize. There's not really much you can change about it. I've decreed it until YouTube finally. Do you reckon YouTube will ever get like a fucking like a VIP thing like every other streaming platform out there, or do you think they'll just continue to be cringe? Because all of my friends are now just mods in my chat, and I feel bad for them. Please note the logic there. It's all my friends are now mods, not all my mods are now friends. My mods are never my friends. There we go, I fixed it. Anyway, yeah, I tried to upload a story. It looked like it worked, and then it didn't. So I'm kind of scared. On one hand, it would be like I'd hope I uploaded, but also don't groom me, please. Am I the Discord kitten in this situation? Is that what's happening? That's a... No, you're good. You're good. I've said worse in other people's chats. I'll be your Discord kitten, please, anytime. Just let me know. I'm always happy to be someone's Discord kitten. Anyway, yeah, so I have no idea if that posted. I'll find out after stream. But yeah, news time. I hate it here. My mom heard that, dude. Wait, she heard me say I'm your Discord kitten. I'm sorry, that's kind of hilarious. Oh my god, is your mom single? Hey, Blazy's mom. I mean, you know, Valentine's Day was a little over a couple weeks ago, but I'm still free. Like, anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, the Instagram saga. For those on YouTube won't know, I tried to upload to Instagram because, again, I was talking to like Teppy. I've been speaking to people and they're like, dude, why are you not doing content creation? Like, you have a YouTube channel with 140,000 subs, you have a TikTok with 50,000 followers. Why aren't you like leveraging that to do content creation better? And like, you know, and oh yeah, I need to give Resnick his sword back. So I've been trying to like activate my other platforms and use them more. So I tried to do Instagram. I was like, fuck it, I'll try starting an Instagram, and I don't know how that platform works. Apparently, I thought my account was accidentally private-ed. Apparently it wasn't, but all my shorts got 0 views. And I don't mean like 10 views or 100 views or whatever. I mean like literally 0. Like shit, nobody saw them. Instagram didn't show them to anyone. So even on other platforms, on like TikTok, YouTube, like I uploaded at first and I'd get like a couple hundred views at least. And that was like them showing my content to people. So I don't know how Instagram works. I don't know how you're meant to like get started on Instagram at all. Because from what I can see, it just... it just doesn't show your things to people. So I don't know how. Did you have any followers? I didn't share it to people. So I wanted to, it was like a little experiment for myself, right? I wanted to see if I was a new creator starting up on Instagram, how would it go, right? Like if I just started on Insta, no shill from other platforms, nothing, how would it go? The answer is it would go horribly. And there's not really any, I don't know how to get my content out there, but hashtags are important. Ugh, fucking tagging. Ugh. I saw things saying hashtags were important, and then I saw someone saying that not tagging your things can be better. And hey, Green. Also, if anybody does follow me on TikTok, is there anyone that could be able to check if my fucking story went up? Oh god, I've been lopified. Because, I mean, I could check myself, but it's not... It doesn't seem to appear on my channel. It doesn't have the little blue circle around my profile. So I don't know where that fucking story went. I'ma be real. I don't know. Oh yeah, sorry, because I opened my phone to check my TikTok. You've been cursed with rabbit stare. Whoopsies. Teehee. I could try uploading it again. Would that upload it twice? You stole the post? Do I just try and upload it again? What the fuck do I do? TikTok ate it for dinner. Do I just try and double post? Oh wait, no, it worked. It's there. I see it. Guys, it has like 6 views. Let's fucking go. Guys, I'm popular. I'm famous. Okay. Guys, I don't want to alarm you. I don't want to like scare you off because I'm a big influencer, but I'm kind of a big deal. I'm kind of a popular person. I got 6 whole views on TikTok, so like, if you want to talk to me, I feel like I'm gonna have to see your follower account. What's the name of your Instagram account? So people were trying to search this up. People were trying to find my Instagram account, and they couldn't find it. I had to directly link to it because if you search up Penumbral on Instagram, it's Penumbral _. If you search up Penumbral on Instagram, it just doesn't pop up. I would like to highlight, guys. I feel like I should show you this. Oh, so first of all, looking at it now, I realized do you guys want to see my Instagram account? Do you want to see how sad this is? This is going to be very embarrassing, but I think it'll also be really funny. My branding is horrible. I always spell your name wrong because I'm dyslexic. It's not a very dyslexic-friendly name. Do you want to see this? This might be the saddest thing you'll ever see from a content creator, but I think it's personally quite funny. Let me grab you. Give me yourself. Give yourself to me. Look, okay. I can't dox myself by showing my Instagram page, can I? I fucking love Pink Monster. God, I love Pink Monster. Paradise Punch. Only 6 views? Ick, sorry, you're not popular enough for me to collab with. Oh my god, are you a big VTuber? That's crazy. Oh. Please don't start Twitter discourse over me. Look, you want to see something sad? I realize I don't understand Instagram. I don't know what any of these fucking buttons do. Look at this. We've got 0 views. We've got 6 views. We've got 2 views. We've got 2 views. We've got 2 views. Guys, I hate to tell you, I'm kind of a big deal. I'm kind of important. Finished listening to someone throw some metalcore? Nice. I'm a 2 view, I know. Yo, hey Nico. I'm popping off. Hey Nico. Listen, you know, content creation is about endurance and perseverance. Give me like 5. A 200% increase from 2 to 6 views. I know, right? I think I'm growing. This time next year, I want to have 20 views on my and then it's just... And then you go to like TikTok or something, and it's just... I'm already at... The fucking shorts already got 1,700 views. Shorts numbers are dumb. Short form content. Anyway, there. If you want to... I don't know why you would follow my Instagram, but if you want to get the exact same posts I post on every other platform on here, fucking go for it. Or if you want to make me feel better and boost that number up to like 7 views, you can. But... I know I have to market myself better. I need to like... I've honestly been debating for a while, like... commissioning a proper profile picture and changing like my branding from just the letter P to an actual VTuber, because I feel like this is not very attention grabbing, but like it's my brand, dude. Oh, there's my channel dashboard. Oh, you saw that. You've seen that before. I've leaked my channel dashboard like 15 times. If there was anything on there that could get me in trouble, I think it had happened by now, so we're fine. You can see how little fucking money YouTube Shorts makes. That's about the only revealing thing that you would see from my homepage is that even with like several 100,000 view YouTube Shorts a month, you make fuck all money. Shorts do not get you jack shit. Tried to create an Instagram account yesterday, but it called me a bot while I tried to sign in with my Facebook account. Fair. Honestly, probably saving you a fair bit of emotional trauma. Okay, so we're back with the news. I don't know why I just like switched into, yo, Cupcake, thank you for the 13 months. Holy shit. We got all the monthlies coming out, and maybe the middle of the month stream is when all the people got their first membership. I've showed you guys the really funny statistics page on my YouTube analytics. That's like, hang on, all my old streams. Like some of my old streams just keep generating like stupid amounts of money per view, because technically if you member during a stream, that stream VOD gets allocated the revenue for every renewal of that membership. So I just have like VODs out there that are getting like 1 view a month, if that, right? 1 view a month, but because every month they're getting like $10 from people renewing memberships, they just have like an insane CCV. Like I'm talking thousands of dollars CCV. It's quite funny. I posted it on Twitter once and people were like, what did you sell your soul to the devil? Kumo was an idiot and banned you before I remodded you. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm gonna shed any tears. Anyway, the first Metallica album ever, killed them all. Ooh, I like Metallica. I think Metallica might be one. I think I went and seen Metallica in Australia at some point. I can't remember though. I saw a couple concerts, but concerts I do not enjoy. Twitch chat is kind of the devil. Anyway, news. What do we want to start with? I almost called you guys my homeboys, but that would not sound right coming out of my mouth. I'm far too pale for that. I should mod you instead of Resnick. You know what? Connor has been doing timestamps religiously for like several months. I'm happy with giving Resnick's sword to Connor. I think it'd be funny. We'll have them fight. Chat, what should we have them fighting? Should we have them like Yu-Gi-Oh duel? To see who gets to win mod. We'll have a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament in the community. Yeah, it's been like 2 years of timestamps from Connor. He's fucking committed. We have a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Whoever wins gets mod. It has been over 2 years. Do we mean losers forced to be a mod? Anyway, yeah, we can start with... Do you want to start with the most cursed news this week? And considering several people graduated, that is saying a lot. There was a thing that happened this week that made me genuinely question my place in the community and like why I'm here and what my purpose in life is. You want to see? I think it's important that you people understand what I had to look at. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. So that's Ludwig. Yeah. Thank you for the timestamp reminder. I mean, it's funny, but also why? It's funny, and also it's just. Did you guys see the? Did you see the actual stream itself? He uploaded a video about it. It is kind of funny. He does kind of take the piss of a lot of like standard VTubing tropes for debuts, which I think is very funny. Him actually, I feel like we can just hold this over his head for a while as being 5'5". This is canonical height now. I think my favorite thing was watching all of the streamer reactions to it. A bunch of like big streamers like Hassan, Connor, and I all reacted to it, and it was very funny. Yeah, the birthday being 9/11/2001 is... I mean, this is a shitpost of a debut. I kind of respect it, but also, why he look like that? You know what sucks? The people that make this model could definitely make like really, really good models. Like, if you look at the detailing on the outfit, it's actually a really fucking like cute model. It just has Ludwig's head on it. And like, why? Why has it got Ludwig in it? Any other dude in this dress would raw smash. Why Ludwig? Why you gotta look like Ludwig? Now, I've never been softer in my life. Race sometimes. Do you know what that reminds me of? Do you guys know Virtual? I don't know if you guys are aware of Virtual. Yeah, I know he lost a bet to Mouse. That's why in the short I'm like, why did Iron Mouse do this to us? Virtual is like a Trackmania streamer, which is like a racing game, right? And somebody came in and asked him, is like, are you a leftist or a communist? And he's like, I'm a Trackmania streamer. I'm a racist. And it's a really fucking good clip. Just like NASCAR drivers. If Kiri ever decides to go a bit unhinged and have a bit of an edgier sense of humor, she can make that joke. You see, Kiri is race car giraffe VTuber. Very cool. Very British, unfortunately. That's the most viewed Trackmania clip in all time on Twitch, by the way. Is it actually? That's really funny. As a former NASCAR driver, I am also a racist. Oh god. What is the thing? Okay. What is the thing with race conditions? What am I thinking? Oh, that's AI, isn't it? I can't remember. It was back when I was doing my masters and I had to do AI planning and shit. Link to the clip. I mean, we could just watch it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? I'm gonna get claimed by Virtual.
Am I a socialist or leftist? This is a Trackmania stream. I'm a racist. A racer, not a racer.
It's a good clip. He's giving Enya energy. Petitioning them to claim the SWAD. Thank you. Thank you, Resnick. Happened to my music. Virtual is cool. He's very funny. Anyway. So, Ludwig, I mean, I could show you some of his stream, but I also... It's less of a desire to not get claimed by Ludwig and more of a desire to not show you him as a cat girl. Program tries to do multiple things at once and fails basically. Okay. I remember it from my programming days, but I was never very good at programming. Excuse afterwards is 10 out of 10 too. Sorry, English is not my first language. To be fair, English is kind of dumb in a lot of ways. Like, English language rules are stupid. Anyway, there you go. There's Ludwig. He's a cat girl femboy now. Make sense of that combination of words, whatever you will. Let us move on to some actual news, shall we? What do we want to do next? Do we want to do... Yo, Finn, thank you for the follow. Do we want to do... We've got a few graduations, a few terminations and shit to talk about. We could talk about PixelLink. We could talk about Zeus. The PixelLink situation is interesting. We could talk about Pixel. The Zeus thing... Well, actually, you know, we'll talk about Zeus first. Zeus is pretty quick. It's not... It's sad, but it's not like a huge drama from what I can understand. I don't think there's a yab to it. I think it's more just unfortunate circumstance. So, Zeus, Mythos, graduating. Kerchunk. Womp Womp Chibi, we'll get to that as well. So, if I go to my little notepad here, my sneaky stash of notes that you guys don't get to see, it's my little secret area where I don't delete. you know what a little fun fact about me is? I don't delete anything ever. So every single YouTube short I've ever made and all the footage and data for those shorts is all on my profile, in my folders. And I've never deleted a single note. So I just have like a 2-year backlog of notes about VTuber news. And if anybody ever discovers my PC, I think I'd be more ashamed of that than any porn they find in my search history. I'd actually rather they look up my search history than this shit. Because this shit, listen, the porn might make me look like a virgin. The VTuber news notes will definitely 100% out me as a virgin, okay? This shit is getting burned if I'm ever close to death. But anyway, right now it's useful because we can click... where? I said it's useful. There we go. Here. I found it. So, Mythos made this announcement. Thank you for supporting Mythos. Please read this important notice. Zeus Mythos will be stepping away from our VTubing activities due to a sudden IRL situation that is unfortunately out of everyone's control. Zeus will host a special 12-hour graduation stream on February 25th. We apologize for the short notice, but the talent behind Zeus must prioritize IRL matters at this difficult time, and we support this decision fully. Aren't you always close to death? You know, if I get closer to death. I hope you're at least organized. Oh no. If I wasn't scared of like revealing secret information, I would show you. Because I just change my download folder a lot depending on what project I'm working on. So if you open any folder on my PC, there's a non-zero chance you're just going to see... Wait, every folder on my PC has anime PNGs in it. Like, the YouTube stuff has about four VTuber PNGs in it. If I go into assets, it's got about 20 anime girl PNGs looking at me, along with a bunch of subfolders. If I go into... Give me a number, chat, between 1 and 9. And I'll click on that folder and I'll tell you how many anime girl PNGs are in there. 7. In projects, we have 4. 9. In the shorts folder, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you can go further. You can go into VTuber School. Oh, there's like 10 PNGs. The worst ones are in my like thumbnails. My thumbnail folder has 0 thumbnails in it. It is all just... There's 4 identical PNGs of Selene in here. From Niji. There's 4 identical images of her making like this scared face in here. There's a PNG of Dashi. There's a PNG of the dead rabbit. There's a Shylily PNG. There's this thing. You want to see? This is just in here. I can't explain this. It's just in my thumbnails folder. Why is Josh Hutchinson there? I don't fucking know. The penumbral face reveal. This is in my thumbnails folder. So, yeah, no, my content creator folders might be genuinely the least organized things on this planet. So, looks like something one of the rabbits was into. Oh no, I made this, I think. I think it was around the time this trend was going around with VTubers where they would like cutely Photoshop their PNGs onto this, and it's like, oh my god, I'm such a cute kawaii anime girl. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna fucking do that shit because it's cringe, but I can do this. So yeah, no, I would not go poking around in my tabs. Where did the Zeus announcement go? I lost it. Not here. Early 2024? Dang. AG got that memory down. Wonder if Penumbra wears the dead VTubers' skins. I mean, are you seeing the stream right now? You're seeing the stream right now, right? It's kind of not really up for debate, my guy. Whoa, wait, what the fuck? Thank you to Hey Tafcaf. Me when I get you type deal. It is very me when I get you type deal. Sorry, I was befuddled. On my chat, your thing came up with like a nuclear launch code. I'm realizing now it's just the timestamp of your message that is not turned up for anyone else. I thought you were like trying to nuclear bomb me in my apartment, but no. You're okay. Anyway, this is going to be hosting a special 12-hour graduation stream, February 25th. We apologize for the short notice, but the talent behind Zeus must prioritize IRL matters in this difficult time, and we support this decision fully. As a member of our very first gen, Zeus has contributed a great deal to Mythos, and we will forever cherish the memories we made over the last 14 months together. We wish her all the best in her future endeavors. So it does look like something just kind of hit her out of nowhere, and that she might not be able to stream, so that she's graduating to maybe take some of the stress off. Prepared a video ahead of time, be streaming by tomorrow if ever, to hopefully spend as much time in our community before we say goodbye. So I don't think it's really a yab. I don't think there's really, I wonder why it's a graduation rather than an indefinite hiatus. It might be less stress, like maybe it's easier for her to just call it and dip. It could be the IRL thing is something that she might not see ending anytime soon, and she doesn't want to feel like she's constantly having to think about going back to VTubing. It could just be a combination of maybe shit wasn't working out at the agency for her, and then this IRL thing came along and she's like, look, I'm just happy to call it here. I don't know. It could be anything. From what I've seen though, I've talked to a bunch of people in Mythos. I've never once really got the vibe that anything's shady or anything. Like I've never really, I know like at least 3 people in the agency, and I've yet to hear any tales of yabs or bad vibes or anything. So I've in my eyes, it's probably a safe bet that it's just a, if it is she wants to leave permanently, it's probably just either a difference of interests or this IRL thing is significant. It's not really our business, I'm gonna be honest. It could be a good thing. It may not be like we all kind of assume it's like a bad thing, but there's not. It could be that maybe she got like accepted into a school or something. That I personally don't follow this that closely. I personally don't follow this that closely. I don't know why I just bit my tongue mid-sentence. So I don't know like what she's got going on, but it could be like accepted into a uni, got a dream job, moving somewhere, moving to her dream location. I don't know, like it does suck to lose someone who is like part of the what are they called? I know they're called the Olympians. Is there not a name for like Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon? Or is that a Percy Jackson? That might be a Percy Jackson thing. Don't quote me on that. But it does suck to lose her, but hey, what are you gonna do? Sometimes real life comes knocking. I may be thinking of Percy Jackson. There's a non-insignificant chance. I am very millennial pilled. That was good news that she's at least going to be okay. That's all we can really hope for. Hopefully, I mean, we'll know, I guess, if she comes back in any way, if she returns to any sort of VTubing at some point, but the way it's worded and the way she's going about it and the way Mythos as a whole is, I don't think that's the case. I imagine she is going and doing IRL shit, so I don't know. VTuber model you have looks familiar. Is that for the customization one? No, this is this is the Dead Rabbits one, done by the same artist though. So Suika is the one that did the customization one, and this is also done by Suika, I believe. I don't know, because I didn't commission it. I yoinked it off of a dead body that you can't prove I killed. But yeah, so hopefully it's a good thing. If not, hopefully she gets it handled. Hopefully it doesn't impact her too harshly. But you know, not really any use speculating on it. Shall we talk about PixelLink, which is a very different vibe? Puppeteering of Rabbit Corpse live on stream. Wow, listen, YouTube will let you get away with a lot nowadays. Stamp of Time, dude. Stamp of Time sounds like a fucking finishing move in Smash, or like a Naruto jutsu. They had a group name like Mythos, but they were just the brothers that split up the world after overthrowing Kronos. Yeah, I guess maybe they don't have a group name. Was there a name for the first gen of Mythos? I don't think, I can't remember. I don't think so. I think they've all just kind of, they've got their gens, but I don't think they're named. Anyway, PixelLink. Should I make a simple PNG tuber, though I'm a small YouTuber? Depends what, if you want to stream, making a PNG and going live is the best way to start. Or, I mean, if you have an iPhone, you can grab, like, there's a bunch of free models. You can get the Suica one, but there's other ones. If you want to pay one for one that's a bit more you can go on Booth, pay like $50, grab one. But if you just want to get your feet wet streaming, PNG tubing is great. It lets you get the feel for streaming without worrying about the technical side of, like, VTube Studio and all that shit. You can make sure your OBS works, which most VTubers still do not have an OBS that works, so you'd be 10 feet ahead of them. Including me, I have no idea how this fucking thing works. As far as I'm concerned, OBS is like a magic ritual that just takes me to the internet. And sometimes it breaks and I have to just bonk it with a stick. Or Vroid. Vroid exists as well. Dude, genuinely, there's a big... I've talked about this before. There's a V-tweeters, my detested. There's a lot of people out there that are like VTubers that have never streamed and they're waiting for their debut to stream. And it's like, my brother in Christ, you're going to shit your pants. Like, if you go from never streaming ever to immediately going to your debut and you're just waiting for... Just fucking stream with a PNG. Like, it's... Even if I streamed with a fucking stick, man. You guys want to see my first streams in case there's anybody that wasn't around back then? Dude. My first streams... I didn't even have a character design. This is my first ever VTuber news stream. And I streamed it. Look, this was my fucking waiting screen. I made this myself in like 10 minutes in Photoshop, probably less than 10 minutes. It's just a rotating crescent moon. Right? And then this was my stream setup. I drew this. Oh, shut up, me. I drew this guy myself. And by drew, I mean I stitched him together in Photoshop. And this is how I got my start streaming, and it was scuffed and it was pretty rough and it was cringe, but it will get you, it'll get your feet wet. It'll let you figure out how to stream before you jump in and are like, because yeah, there's going to be 0 viewers if you've never streamed before. And even if there are viewers, you'll probably not know what to do. But if you start streaming like this, you get an idea of what streaming is like before you start streaming. And then it lets you make sure your audio works. It makes you make sure you know what you're doing with OBS. You have your scene set up. And then if you want to debut, I've only ever done really one debut, and it wasn't like a big massive thing I hyped up. It was just me revealing my chibi model. If I ever get a big boy model, I probably will go do like a debut because it'd be fun. But he peaked early. His first stream was the best. It's all been downhill. Unironically, I think my early streams are peak. These streams back here were actually kind of... I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I had 0 fucking clue. I had manual timestamps on the screen instead of using YouTube's inbuilt, like, clickable things. Oh, it was horrible, but it was great. Why is the Stickman kind of hot though? Don't... Chat has already been pressuring me to bring back Stick Numbro for many a millennia. He kind of stick though. Oh my god, is that Ixie? I haven't seen Ixie in a while. Drino's still around. Who else? Is there anyone else here? I don't think there's a... Dude, 37 comments on my first stream? I don't get 37 comments now. I feel scammed. I'm gonna report y'all to the police. VOD gang, hit a comment in the video saying, fuck, I don't know. Comment your Oshi. I'm engagement baiting now. I'm doing the VTuber Twitter thing. I'll be like, guys, what do you think about this thing? Do you think this thing is cool or do you think this thing is bad? You should smash like and comment what your Oshi's name is. But I have a solution to get a ton of comments. Shoot, and it's graduation. I think I would get a ton of comments. It's just the comments would be fucking finally. We've been sending you passive-aggressive emails for months. You should also run community polls. I do run community polls. I still need to run a poll for what agency people want for that experience vid. Holy shit. I'll do it tomorrow when I do my schedule. Anyway, we got sidetracked. Welcome to Tangent Stream. Have Duologs hire you and instantly terminate you. It'll get so many comments. That could be very funny Twitter beef. I wouldn't want to drag his agency into fake drama, but I think it would be fun. Slap that like button, hit that subscribe button. And no, you need to do the classic one of, guys, only 2% of you are subscribed to the channel. So if you could just hit that subscribe button, it'd be great. Normally VOD gang, but this stream is actually a time where I'm free. So saws, it's okay. We welcome in non-VOD gang members. He may be down for the, he probably would be down for the meme. It's just, male joining female agency, even as a joke, is like, I'll DM, I'll be like, yo, let me in. Anyway, PixelLink. Let us mark the time of the stamp. 3710. PixelLink. Ayo, girl, let me link those pixels. I know she's a little moon boy who dresses as a bunny at times. Oh my god, your Oshi is me? You should get better taste. Hit it with that reverse psychology. Whatever you do, don't hit the subscribe button. Oh god. I feel like there's, have you seen, do you guys know man carrying thing? This is a bit of a niche reference. Do you guys know, do you know man carrying thing? Are you aware? Let me also pull up PixelLink real quick so we actually look like we're doing. I honestly really like the visible timestamps. Oh god, don't tell me my old streams were better, I'll cry. Man carrying thing has a video called The Evolution of YouTuber, like, what is it called? Call to action, where it starts as like unironic, like and subscribe, and then it goes to like the ironic corner. It's like, yeah, you guys should hit like and subscribe, and they're doing it ironically in order to get the like and subscribe. It's kind of funny. He's a very sarcastic individual. Old streams didn't have low pay. Fuck, they were better. I knew they were better. God damn it. I miss the old pen streams. The go for gold pen streams. Cover the news pen streams. No need for nude pen streams. Anyway, PixelLink. So PixelLink has been around for, oh, what, 2 years now? Yeah, June 2023. So it's about March, April, May, June, 1.5, 2 years almost. And there's been a little bit of, I don't know what to call it. There's been a little bit of not discourse, what's the one? It's like an undertone of iffiness around PixelLink recently, where people have been kind of speculating that they might be going down. There's been like a few things on like certain, not going to obviously name names, but certain people's past life accounts, certain people's, you know, their alt accounts, who they were before, people not attending streams being cancelled, people being away for a while. Like, there's been enough things that at this point the VTuber community is kind of traumatized, and when we see a certain pattern of behavior, eventually our brains go, oh, this is the same shit we've seen 15 times before. Something's gone wrong. So there's been a bit of that for the past month, I want to say 2 months. Yeah, like where it says, ever since the cancellation of the Christmas events back in December. Are more agencies dying than there are new ones forming? I don't know. The problem is that there's so many new ones forming, but they're little and small, and so you don't notice them until they get big enough, and then they fail, and you're like, oh, well, I guess that's new. So it's hard to tell. I want to say no. I want to say, because I feel like every other day I find out about a new VTuber agency that I never knew about before. We'll get to that. So I want to say no, but who the fuck knows, really? But yeah, so there's been a little bit of an undertone of, ooh, this might be not going so great. And then this came out. So we'll be ceasing operations officially March 31st, 2025. Difficult decision. Unfortunately, continuation of operations has been determined to be difficult due to unforeseen health issues affecting the CEO of PixelLink. All PixelLink talents will be graduating as a result of this within the next 4 to 5 weeks. Now, I will just say, it's definitely not just because of health issues with the CEO. If everything was going well at the agency, even if the CEO was getting sick, that wouldn't be, that you wouldn't shut down the entire agency. Hey, Siegfried, we're just getting into the PixelLink stuff. They definitely wouldn't shut down the entire agency. PixelLink isn't owned by Brave. It's one of the few fucking agencies. I understand you thinking that, in this day and age. I understand you thinking that PixelLink, but no. They will, if they'd stayed alive for another month or two, they probably would have been. But yeah, so I think it's probably more this. There might be health issues that might be the deciding factor, but I think that it might be, if anything, more straw broke camel's back kind of thing, where there's probably other shit going on. So the following talents are going to keep streaming in their IPs, which is Kanna, who made a stream about it. She talked about it. Chiaki and Raki. So I think Kanna's the only one that has been officially released, which I think probably means Kanna's the only one that has fully upfront paid entirely for her IP. And the other two, Raki and Chiaki, are either in the process of paying or, well, we know about Raki. We'll get to Raki in a second. I don't think Chiaki's made any statements about it, but she had the money saved from her donathon. Yeah, so we'll get to that in a second. I'll keep going through this. The remaining PixelLink talents will be continuing their live stream activities on their personal Vtuber personas, which will all be linked in their X, Twitter account descriptions, and YouTube about sections after graduating officially. So that's Lottie, Miyuna, Arisu, Daya, and Chio. So wait, Chiaki did? Wait, really? Did I miss it? Chiaki Katsumi Twitter. Oh fuck, it was literally 4 hours ago. Okay, fuck. We'll read that in a second. So I will say it is pretty cool of them to directly link to the new accounts on their old ones. It's something that we've seen before. What was the other agent? So another agency did. Another agency did the same thing. AN, that's the one. Thank you. It's becoming, I think, more common, which is good. I think it saves those like mod revolts that we're used to having when people graduate. I think it's overall better if we have just open communication between, hey, this is what the person used to be, this is what they are now. Because I feel like the hiding it only works against the talents. Obviously, if the talent doesn't want to link them, that's fine, but there should always be the option, I think. So it is cool to see in that respect. Merch will still be handled by Kawa, so that should still be fine. Unfulfilled Donathon rewards will be announced by the talents, and PixelLink will aid them. And then a bunch of the graduation dates, which are ranging from 27th of February to the 16th of March, with Raki not finalized because she's got her Donathon coming up. So, I'm glad that they're getting directly linked. I think that's cool. I think it's important. I'm glad that that might be becoming more of a norm. Let me read Chiaki's tweet real quick, because I haven't read it yet, just in case it provides more context than what I know. From the PixelLink account, PixelLink will be shutting down. I had to take a day to process my thoughts and be able to write this statement. Grateful that PixelLink took a chance on me and I was able to meet all you and all the PixelLink girls. Don't regret taking that opportunity, being part of the first generation of talents. I learned many things and was able to do things I never thought I would. Shutdown is sad, but it's a new beginning. I'm very thankful for having been able to get my IP, as so much work went into Chiaki and I have so many fond memories associated with her. While I'm still scared of what the future may hold, I'm hopeful of continuing this new journey together with you. Let's look forward to the future together. And then I believe she's just thanking her community. Okay, so cool. So it looks like she has the IP locked up. She's been able to buy it straight up. The one that I don't want to say ruffled feathers, but the one that I think drew some attention. None of them can get their IP. No, so here's the I guess, what do I want to call it, sticking point, the thing that is probably drawn the most attention with regards to this whole shutdown, right? Which is that it looks like the cost of the IPs was about 10k. So IP buying is a bit of a touchy subject in VTubing, where I think a lot of people think that if the company's shutting down, you might as well just fucking give them talents the model. But so let me just pull up this tweet and then we can get into discussion. Double check the short you sent. You've mentioned that Chiaki has her IP along with Kanna. Yeah, Chiaki is keeping her IP. At least, look, I was going off based off the official PixelLink tweet. The official PixelLink says Kanna, Raki, and Chiaki will be continuing live streaming on the current IP. I went based off of the original tweet. That looks to be right to me. So, Raki said, she thanks her fans, said it's sad, but talks about, facing the future and it being a new start. And then, I want to announce that I intend to acquire my IP to continue streaming as Raki. However, to fulfill this, I humbly must ask the community for your support. She could be holding a donathon in March 15th. And this will be a non-company sponsored event. I'll be slightly rounding up from their IP cost to 10,000 USD in order to pay for rewards. More info to come. So, the IP cost probably in the realm of 9 and a bit grand, I imagine. I don't know how much the rewards cost, but you'd have to look at the rewards. If it's anything involving commissions or stuff, 9 and a bit grand looks about right. So, this always sparks a bit of a debate, right? Where there's some people that think talent should just be giving the IPs. And to be fair, the reason that a lot of the girls probably didn't keep their IPs down here is probably because of that price mark. Because there's more talents leaving their IPs behind than keeping them. So it is important to know. Between commissioned art, model art, rigging, any sort of reference sheet design, commissioning, background music. Again, I don't know the extent to what PixelLink has for their talents, but Raki most certainly will raise the funds given the public attention. Oh yeah, she'll get it. I know how VTubing space is. She'll be fine. So, on one hand, the company paid... This is why we've had this discussion before. And I think it's a company thing that they should... If it was me running a company, and I've said this before, I said I never will run a company because I admit to myself, I know jack shit about running a company. I have no business acting like I do. However, in my opinion, the best way to do this, and the way I would do it, right, is typically companies take a cut of VTubers, their donations, their monetization, all of that, right? In my mind, the way that a system like this should work is when you sign on to the company, you have a sort of, not a debt, but you have they have the amount of money that they spent on you, right? So every commission you've got, every model you've commissioned, everything like that. And every bit of money that you earn for the company goes back into that thing, right? Where if they spent 4 grand on your debut and 2-3 months into it, you've already earned them 6 grand. In my mind, at that point, you've already made them more money than the model would have cost, right? I think at that point, ownership of the model and the IP should just naturally default to you if you graduate, unless it's different if the company's staying around because there's a whole bunch of merch and association. But if the company collapses, at the very least, if the company terminates and ceases continuing operations, I think by that point the model should default to you because you've already basically paid it off, right? And I think this is how I would personally get around because there's always claims of favoritism in agencies. You always whenever an agency collapses, there's always claims of this person was getting more than this person was getting more than this person. Personally, if it was me and I was running a company, I'd be like, look, the amount that you make, the amount that you draw into the company, that's the amount that we will if we paid 6 grand for model debut, whatever, you can't then immediately ask for an outfit because you haven't done anything, right? But once you've earned a certain amount of money towards that, then yeah, sure, commission other things. And that's how I would run it. And then it's not favoritism because it's just however successful you are, whatever you earn, that's how much your money the company's willing to back you, right? As opposed to how A&E valued how much they ask for. The problem is though, is you don't doing it retroactively is dog shit though. You know what I mean? Because all you're really doing is punishing people for doing well instead of rewarding them. In the first case, if somebody who earns more money is just passively paying off their model so that if they do eventually graduate or get terminated or whatever, they get their IP, they're doing well, they get rewarded. The other way, if you're saying, oh, well, you're earning this much, so you should pay this much, you're punishing them. You're saying, yeah, you were doing better, so your model costs more. So I think that's bullshit. I think the thing is, when something like this happens, when operations terminate, whatnot. People get, I think, a little bit annoyed because realistically, that model, that IP, it's not, they can't do anything with it. They're terminated. The model is just going to sit. The most fucked up thing is the model files are going to sit in that talent's computer. They're going to have access to them and just not be able to stream with them. And so I think what the biggest gripe people have with it is the sort of idea of like, look, if it's not going to do anything, if you can't use the model for anything, if it's not, you can't sell it, you can't sell an existing talent's IP, the massive shit show that would result from that is absurd, right? Why not just give it to the talent? And there are some companies that I think do that. However, to play devil's advocate, generally, and I don't think people realize this, most fucking VTuber agencies are not making money. I think this is an important thing that people really need to get through their head. You know how people talk about how YouTube and Twitch don't earn money because the streaming cost is way overdone by how much money people make through like subs and bits and whatnot, right? Hey Leah, how you going? The fact of the matter is the vast majority of VTuber agencies, even the big ones, even the one you're thinking of right now in your head, you're like, even that, yes, they're not making money, right? And a lot of them, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of them have this sort of idea of like, well, we need to spend more money if we're making money. One of the big signs of a agency that's probably going to go down is if they keep trying to release more and more gens because they have it in their head, like, we just need one good gen. It's a bad strat. It doesn't work. But most VTuber agencies aren't making money. In fact, a lot of VTuber agencies might actually owe money to certain people. There might be investors that they owe money to who help to get off the ground. It might have come out of somebody's personal pocket. There might be commissions that still have to be paid, events that still have to be paid for. So when a VTuber agency terminates, when it dies fully, it's not like the end of the story where they can all just go, well, we tried, good job gang, let's shake hands and go our different ways. There's still shit, like there's still money that needs to be owed, right? And so I think you could probably see it in a way of, hey, you've got a model, you've got rigging, you've got this, and that costs us like $8,000, right? We owe X amount of money to a bunch of different people. So if you want your model in that back, we would need to be reimbursed, not because we're assholes and we were greedy, but because the part of the money that we're in debt for would have been money that we paid for those assets overall. So they're just asking. So it is kind of fair in a way. It just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Some VTuber agencies only work if there's a very wealthy person willing to bankroll it for the love of the game. Genuinely true. Look at most small VTuber agencies. It's either a bigger content creator is like bankrolling it, like a crypto bro, which is why a lot of those don't end well, because it's a crypto bro that does not understand what the fuck he's doing. There are better ways than asking for 5 sig lump and summon lump payment. True. Zoe, we're just going over this, where I personally think that as the talent earns money for the company, they should just pay off their model with that. Like, if the model costs $8,000 and the talent has earned you $20,000 over the course of their career, their model should effectively be like, it should just belong to them. You should just attribute it to them at this point because they've already earned you that much money. Like, why not just have a closing contract that still takes a percentage of the earnings over a year period? Some agencies do that, I believe. It's not unheard of. That kind of sucks as well, though, because taking somebody's wages a certain amount over the next year is, again, the way I would run it, as I've said, is I would take, if the agency is already taking like 50% of your revenue cut or more in a lot of agencies' cases, right? If you earned $10,000 for the company and your model costs $4,000, so you earned $10,000, $5,000 went to you, $5,000 went to the company, and your model and rigging costs $4,000. In my mind, at that point, your model should belong to you. You've paid off the model cost back to the company. They've earned it back. And you should be square. You've earned it. Now, if you debuted 2 months ago and you've earned $1,000 for the company and your model costs $6,000, I don't think it's absurd to say, hey, you worked for 2 months and we're still in the hole for $5,000 after paying for that model. If you want the model, you're going to need to pay the excess. I think that's fair. But if somebody's been with your agency for 2 years and has probably generated tens of thousands of dollars of income for you, I don't think it's absurd to say they should probably just own the model by now. Like, it should have paid itself off. You shouldn't just be holding that still, because it's not like that model is what's put you in the hole, right? Your investment on that model has made more money than it cost you. And as long as that's the case, I don't think it's like, just give it to them. It's only going to work if you put it in the contract at the start. Yeah, obviously. And yeah, the number of corporates that are willing to do that are slim. Again, I don't know if this would be the best way to run a company. Additionally, if you want the money to pay off debt, you should probably try to secure through a different avenue than through lump payment. That's true. Lump payment, never good. And essentially, here's the thing. I understand why the percentage of revenue earned over the next however long works. In my mind, it should work like a debt more, where rather than just percentage for the next year, it should be percentage until you pay off the amount of money the model costs. That's how I personally run it. Where they basically, they loan you the model and you can keep using it, and then when it's paid off, you own it. I don't like the idea of just, hey, you can have the model, but I do live, say lurker, for the next, I don't know, fucking year, every bit of money you earn goes a bit to us. That feels a little bit weird. But is the money going to the talent events, advertising, all this stuff? Hurts to say, but there's way more to pay back than just the model cost. That's true. However, if you're just thinking about models, the way, and again, I'm not a fucking, I don't know how to run a Vtuber agency, but the way I feel like if you're going to run an agency like that, you need to just be fucking harsh with the talents, which I know is not a good sentence to say. It's probably gonna get me in trouble, right? They're not valuing the model at 10k, but the entire IP. I don't like that, personally. The reason why I don't like the IP being valued rather than the model is because the talent is the one that built the fucking IP. Like, the reason the IP is valuable is because of the talent. The IP has zero fucking value on its own. Like, without the talent attached to the IP, it's a useless fucking faceless model. It's the talent that built that brand. So the talent is the only reason the IP has values. I'm not saying abuse the talents. I'm saying there's been several incidents this year with VTubers where they come out of an agency crying about not getting treated fairly, and you look at their requests, you look at what they were demanding, and it's like they were asking for new outfits and new models, and then you look at their numbers and it's like, bro, you were not bringing in the money to pay for that amount of stuff. You're not making the money. Like, it's a different thing if you're making bank. You're paying the company bank, they're making money off you, and you're not getting it back, they're not supporting you. Different story. But there's a bunch of VTubers out there that we've seen leave agencies where they were not making the amount of money on their own independent level to fund the things that they were asking for. And so you end up with this weird thing of, like, you're essentially at that point expecting the company to bankroll you eternally. Like, at what point do you start, you know? Therein lies the issue. They're asking for excessive amounts of money for an IP that will not gain any further profits and therefore has no value as an asset when it comes to liquidating the corp. Yeah, I don't like the IP. To me, a lot of talent is talents who are younger and naive, not thinking about that. That's true. A lot of talent, here, I mean, I've said this before just a few times. There's a lot of VTubers out there that have never actually worked a job. And it's weird. It's weird to think about, but there's a lot of VTubers out there that have never actually been in any sort of corporate environment. And it kind of shows sometimes where it's like, bro, if you had this attitude with like a normal boss in a normal work environment, you would get fired. If they asked for 5k or less, I'd actually consider it significantly more realistic, but they're overvaluing the asset grossly. That too, for me, again, I think asking for model rigging costs, because that is a hard number that they had to pay. They had to pay that number to get that model and to get that rigging. To me, asking for that to be compensated is fine. However, in my mind, if the talent has been earning money for you consistently, then they've paid it back. Asset includes channels, so it's kind of more than just the model. I guess my stance on this has always been that the model and the rigging is really all that the company normally gives towards the IP itself. Like, they give the brand, sure, so it's fair to ask for that back. But if the IP has any value, it's because the talent with the model gave it value. Like, the talented person behind it gave that model and that brand value because they're entertaining, right? You take them away, it has zero value. So, to me, and again, like I was saying, if it was me and I ran a VTuber agency, and I would never, I say this a lot, but I'm never going to run a VTuber agency. I'd be horrible. You value the channels for sale separately, and the clauses in contract typically state the company owns those account. I don't like that, I personally, again, because it feels like, okay, if you value the company, if you value the YouTube account monetarily, if you're saying this IP has value, right? That value was earned then by the talent, right? It's not value that the company spawned. The value, whatever number you assign to the value. Let's say that they think that the IP costs 10 grand. That 10 grand is money that the talent earned. Like, they built it. At which point, asking for them to pay for it feels overlays, assets, animations, art commission, cover mixing, video editing. There's so much the company should be paying for in order to ask back a large amount to buy the channel. So much the company should... Wait, hang on. I need to read that. The company should be paying for in order to ask back a large amount to buy the channel. Oh, in order to ask for the talent to pay a large amount. Again, though, is when you look at it from a business standpoint, right? If you're being recruited to a corp, that person is probably taking you because they think you can make it on your own. Company is not covering that, then it'd be extremely far from to ask that high amount. Right. I guess, yeah. The idea, I suppose, would be if the company has paid out-of-pocket money into the account to build the brand for like assets, commissions, and whatnot, then it's fair to ask it back. That's what I was saying. If the talent is not earned enough over the course of the lifespan to really validate the amount of money you put into them, then, which, given that they're going into liquidation is looking likely, it's sort of bullshit to then be like, well, we also demand that you pay. We also are just going to give you this for free, even though we've already pumped a shit ton of money into you and we didn't get it back. You know what I mean? If you look at it from a purely objective standpoint, like you take VTuber Twitter out of it, because VTuber Twitter is very... I get it. Talents get mistreated a lot. Talents get shit on a lot. Talents are abused by companies all the fucking time, right? It's not a secret, right? But if you take that away, if you take the VTuber Twitter away, where it's all fans that are supporting their talent, and you look at it from a purely business standpoint, if the talent has not earned back the money that you invested into them, it is not absurd to ask for money for the IP in order to pay off the inevitable debts that you have, right? If you are in debt and, you know, this talent that you have you've spent, I don't know, like 10, 15 grand this year on assets and commissions and whatnot for them, and they haven't earned that back, and you're in debt because of that, like you earned a loss, and that is contributing to the debt of the agency, it's not absurd to say, hey, look, if you want the IP that has been built off of this stuff that we paid for, you're going to need to pay us back because that's part of the debt. I think the owner should just Venmo the girls 10k to buy their models from the company if the law is making them do a sale of property. I mean, I think a lump sum is rough, but also taking a cut of wages for the next year is rough. I would do it. You take a cut of, not cut of wages, you take a cut of their revenue as a streamer until they've paid off the model, and then you call it quits. That's what I do. But talents have, in this case, also known about the outcome since December, so they've been given plenty of notice about the dissolution. In debt, just sell the talents to a larger agency. Man, if only there was an agency out there that was really notorious for buying other agencies. That's what worries me about Brave. That's what worries me about Brave. You know what I just said about no agency making money and how they're all probably in debt because none of them are actually making revenue? I worry a little bit when Brave is buying them. Are they just buying the debt? They're just slowly buying more and more debt. Like, ooh, that debt looks yummy. Let's buy it. Pushbacking is that might as well sell at a discount than not sell at all, or similar to how some companies sell their entire stock of used desk chairs, cabinets at a price. It's a really hard situation, right? Because objectively, it's this weird sort of, I don't know, like prisoner's dilemma of like, it's not really a prisoner's dilemma, of like, the company, it's not fair for the company to eat the entire cost if you've effectively taken money for commissions and stuff and not earned it back and they're in debt. So it's fair for them to ask a price. However, if you say you're not paying that price, then the IP becomes worthless anyway, in which case they might as well just give it to you. But in that case, they're getting fucked, so they're going to ask for a price. But if you say, well, I'm not paying that price, they're like, okay, we won't sell it, and then it becomes worthless. It's weird. The company's either left with asking for money, and they can make money, or they can be left with a useless thing, in which case they make no money. And it's like, at that point, just give it away. But then, like, oh, but then they could... It's weird. It's a weird situation. Ravi is likely not purchasing the debt, as they're more likely purchasing the assets and then creating a franchise under that name. Where does I guess the debt sticks with the founders, and actually the founders probably pay off the debt with the money Brave pays them, I guess. They are probably buying debt generators though. Valuation isn't being done by the company. Company has almost certainly been forced to bring in a third party to set the prices. Otherwise, they could set the prices at $1 and then intentionally screw the debtors. Yeah, look, I'm a dumbass. I'm an idiot anime boy on the internet. I don't know a lot about legalistics. But I think this is one of those cases that people get emotions mixed up with business. And you go on Twitter and you see a lot of people sort of demanding. Listen, I've said before, I'm relatively harsh on agencies. I've said, right? I've said before that I don't like the way a lot of them practice. So I'm actually, I'm probably one of the last people you'd expect to be sympathetic, but there's a lot of people on Twitter, and again, it's probably a lot of other young people that don't really get business, but that seem to be thinking that any corporate entity that doesn't just give the VTuber everything they want and treat them like they're a little baby princess is like an evil corporate entity, and they're scummy and they're scamming people. And like, that happens. We've seen it before in VTubing agencies. We know there's a few scummy ones out there, but it's also like a bit unfair in a lot of ways to just expect the company to scramble to make up for lost revenue and give the VTubers everything they want and be, you know, but there is a middle ground. I think 10 grand is too much, personally. I think 10 grand is a little bit absurd. A certain amount of money, sure. I think personally it should be set up in a way that this doesn't happen. I don't think talent should be able to keep asking for things until they've earned a certain amount to pay off the already invested debt, and then you can actually work at making profit. And then when it comes time to dissolve, if that happens, you can say, look, you've already paid off the model, so it's fine, whatever. What do you think about having to pay off additional interest if the company isn't just breaking even versus paying less than the initial cost of the model because the rigging would now look out of date? Interest, I think, is bullshit. I don't think you should pay interest. You didn't take out a debt. It was a mutual lending and spending of money. And the rigging thing, it would be too hard to factor. I don't think that'd be fair. Especially considering the higher value that the company might place on it because it is attached to an existing IP. I'm actually running out of agency VTubers I watch. I'm probably going to avoid any new ones. It sucks. The problem with agency VTubing is that it's taking the very harsh, cruel world of business and corporations, which is fucking brutal, which is profit, revenue, income, outcome. Is outcome or outcome is the word? Like analytics. It's a purely numerical business, right? And it's taking that and it's combining what is ultimately like a passion project, very public, a lot of young creators side of things, and a lot of time those don't mesh because what VTuber fans and what VTubers themselves want out of content creation and VTubing doesn't necessarily mesh with a very harsh analytical business mindset. So I think it's just unfortunate. I have agency VTubers that I like, that I watch, that I think do good jobs. I have VTubing. There are VTuber events that I think are really cool. There are things that agency VTubers can do that you can't really do outside of an agency, and I think those things are awesome. There are people that can only do the job that they love the most in an agency. Like, the agency is what facilitates the specific type of VTubing that they love doing. So I don't think I like painting them as entirely bad. I just think that there's an unfortunate misinterpretation by a lot of people about what agency VTubing can be, and there's a lot of people that get into agency VTubing without fully factoring in what, you know, corporation-fying, whatever you want to call it. Yo, Cowboy, thank you for the raid. They don't really think too deep about the ramifications of that long term. Absolutely way in business to quantify something getting old and out of date. It's called amortization schedule. I don't know how you do that with VTubing though, because it's a subjective analysis. There are VTuber models that came out 5 years ago who look better than I think a lot of VTuber models do today. Yo, Ferd, thank you for the follow, and Cowboy, thank you for the raid. Sorry, we're in the middle of talking about VTubers. What are you guys up to? Can we get a shout out? Oh wait, Resnick doesn't have mod. Resnick, I'm remodding you because you're my shout out bitch. There you go. I can't be bothered doing it myself. So. I don't know. It's a difficult subject, and the thing is, emotions get heated and people get sort of a bit too invested in it. Talking about VTubers, I know it's weird. Ages are overrated. People thought you couldn't do 3D at idle, so constantly some random VTuber born out of a meme has done 3. It's not just that though. Like, agency VTubing is more than just concerts. It's more than just live, right? There's a specific vibe to agency VTubing, a specific style that I do think is a bit hard to get outside of agencies. And I don't think it's fair to sort of completely brush people who like that off and be like, oh, well, you can just do that as an indie, because I don't think they could. I think there are certain things that most indies wouldn't be able to accomplish without being in an agency. For me personally, though, the things that I like in VTubers, the things that I enjoy out of them, don't rely on agencies, which is why I'm a little bit harsh and critical of agencies. But I don't know. It's rough. Personally, I think if you're starting an agency right now, and look, this might be what PixelLink did, in which case I actually have no problem with it. Here's the one thing that we didn't talk about that we should have. This is probably what happened. If you sign on with an agency, they probably have it in the contract what happens if the agency dissolves, as opposed as to how much you pay, who pays, what the amount is, right? If they don't, that's bullshit. Springing a random cost on a person is ridiculous. But if it's in the contract that people signed when they signed on, like, what more can you do? I don't know. I think VTubing space is kind of split between people who are kind of treat VTubers like babies almost, where they think that them being asked to pay anything is ridiculous and then being mistreated. And there are people out there, right? You look at VTuber Twitter, look at comments, right? There are people out there where if you look at comments and whatnot, if a VTuber's idea gets rejected, they get mad. If a VTuber doesn't get funding for an idea, they get mad. If a VTuber doesn't get given an outfit or an asset or whatever, they're like, oh, why is X company not doing this for blah, blah, blah? And then also complain when the company is like in debt and doesn't pay people and like collapses because they're in debt, and then asks their talents to pay back a certain amount of money for their IP that they built with the things that they commissioned. And it becomes very apparent that none of them actually really think about the business side of things and about the logistics of money input and output, and only really see it as, my cute anime girl deserves the world and this big corporate entity should give it to them for free. And the thing is, recent VTuber agency actions haven't helped that a ton, because there are a lot of scummy VTuber agencies out there that do legitimately mistreat their talents and do legitimately not give them the things that they deserve. And it's hard to really judge when people are a bit critical of agencies, but also you do have to, money doesn't just spawn on trees, right? Like, money doesn't just grow on trees. Like, a company has to be able to have income, and like, they have to be making enough money to fund the things, and most VTuber agencies aren't. They're a fucking money sink. Also, yeah, it doesn't help that a lot of VTuber agency revenue is built off like donations, which is a whole other thing. Like, it's not a very reliable revenue source. Like, how the fuck, I can't imagine how the sheer amount of stress and confusion and difficulty comes with trying to like plan and predict agency income over a year, when like a bulk, dude, you can go into an agency VTuber stream and, you know, they'll have a few memberships and they'll have a few, you know, super chats, whatever, right? And then randomly in another stream, for no real reason, like there's no underlining behind it, there's nothing really going on, it's not a special stream, they'll have like 5 Akasupas and they'll have made like 10 times the money of the last stream for no real reasons. The chat decided it was funny and decided to just throw money at them. How the fuck do you plan around that? It's like, if you're a manager in an agency, how do you deal with that? Many sectors startup are expected to operate at a loss and secure multiple investment rounds. The issue, though, is that, as we've seen, VTuber agencies don't last that long. It's not like typical businesses. VTuber agencies spawn and die so fucking fast at this point. And if you're working at a loss as well, how do you quantify what you can and can't give to certain people? Like, where do you draw the lines at commissions, and how do you know if you're in too deep versus, like, if you're going to do that, you need somebody that really knows what they're doing in the business world, which I don't. It's not going to be me, but you need somebody that really has a good head on their shoulders. And most VTuber agencies don't seem to have that. They seem to have people that don't really know what they're doing. It's just small corps right now is they think they're meant to self-sustain immediately. I think a lot of small corps get themselves into a hole where they start up with that. They lose money because it costs a lot of money to start up an agency, and they're in the hole. And then they keep losing money, and they panic, and they go, oh my god, we're losing money, and they think they need a guru. Guru has done irreparable damage to the VTuber community. I'm joking. But a lot of agencies have that mentality of like, oh, we just need a guru. We just need one big streamer. We need one person that's super successful and does a lot and can earn a lot of money. And so they keep just like pumping money in, pumping out new people, expecting one of these to work. And then like it's a gamble. They're basically gambling. Take a seed investment, angel investment to start up. Use the money while you secure round A. Then use round A while securing round B. So it works in every successful startup I've worked in outside of VTubing. I guess the issue is nowadays is like investors for VTubing. Like if I was an investor, I'm not fucking investing in a VTuber agency at this point. Like holy shit. Most businesses fail after 2 years, almost all of them by 5. Only way that any agency is going to be sustainable if they have a bunch of capital or other revenue sources outside of ads. I think that's one of the ultimate issues as well we were talking about with donations and whatnot. Is that like when you get down to it, how many reliable sources of income do agencies have, really? Like, okay, they have merch, they have events, which events cost money, and a lot of time I think events don't even make money back, but they might if you have a big enough, but you need a big fan base in order to make money off events. vshojo got over 30 million investment earlier and are still using this model. You follow that model until either selling or IPO. But that would require thinking. You just need a guru. It's like saying we only need a single Lady Gaga. I keep up in the shops to pick up what's up in some milk. Most small corps also need to figure out that sponsorship should be a huge income source, but none of them even try. Dude, that's also true. Big content creators, if you look at people like Mr. Beast, I hate using him as an example, but like even fucking Drew Gooden, RT Game, any like big creator who's getting, you know, like millions of views on a video. Every video, pretty much without fail, they have some sort of sponsorship opportunity. You know, fucking Manscaped or Audible or something, right? And that makes a lot of money because it's advertisement. When's the last time I actually can't, like, very rarely do I see a VTuber agency, like Hololive is doing it with Master Joe now, and that's relatively rare for Hololive, but they've been doing it more and more recently. Is Hololive has been actually actively partnering. You see it with like the Vite Ramen stuff and the there was another one earlier in the year. There's fuck all sponsorship in VTubing. Look, this whole thing, I reckon you could take the VTubing industry to a marketing major, to somebody that knows how marketing and business works, which isn't me. I'm a physics boy. I fucking no clue, right? And ask them about what they think about the entire VTubing ecosystem, right? And I think that'd be interesting. I would be interested to hear that because I feel like there's a lot of different factors that are impacting each other. The one thing I would, GamerSubs is carrying the VTubing industry sponsorships here. It really is. I would love to see, because I know personally, right? Me personally, I've made more money from GamerSubs this past however long since I've had it, the past 3 months, right? I made more money from GamerSubs than I have from Twitch, YouTube, TikTok combined. And, well, TikTok makes me no money, but that's because it's TikTok, right? It's kind of insane. And so I'm kind of wondering, like, how many VTuber agencies are purely propped up by fucking GamerSubs? That is crazy. Well, the thing is, the way I always look at it, right, is that outside of GamerSubs, which is an actual product you're selling, right? Streaming is mainly donations, and it's mainly like AdSense for streams is nothing. I don't really get much ad. I don't run ads middle of stream for YouTube. I have to on Twitch, but AdSense for streams is not really that much. Shorts AdSense is dog shit. Like I probably get like a short with several 100,000 views probably gets me like 50 quid, if that. So, but when you have an actual product you're selling to people, turns out that makes you money. Who'd have thought having actual products to give to people would make you more money? Merch is the same. When you have an actual thing and you're like, hey, that's why I don't mind shilling my gamer subs. Like, I'm generally a pretty anti-shill person. I don't like shilling myself a lot. I don't like shilling like donations or anything like that. I don't mind shilling gamer subs for the explicit purpose of it's not me just being like, hey, can I please have some money? Hey, it'd be really cool if I could have some money. Please, please. It's more me going, hey, here's a product. If you want to buy it, you can buy it and I'll get a cut. If you don't want to buy it, that's cool. Like it's an actual exchange of like goods and goods for money. And it turns out when you do that, you're more likely to get a reliable source of income because it's not about, you know, random people's generosity. You're not basically busking for a career. So that's why sponsorships are good, because it's in sponsorships you're essentially, with gamer subs is a bit different because it's more of a permanent partnership, but with sponsorships you're essentially like doing that but without having to be actively responsible for the product itself. You're saying, hey, I'll do the shilling part of it, you sell the product, and it's basically the same, but I don't have to invest in audiobooks or whatever. I think you should be playing mid-roll ads on both YouTube and Twitch. It stops people getting onboarding ads and will give you a few minutes for a break. I play mid-roll ads on Twitch because I think onboarding ads are the devil and I hate them. And I know personally I would rather, like, I hate when I'm clicking into a stream and I want to see what the fuck's going on to decide if I'm even interested in the Twitch stream. And Twitch hits me with like 3 minutes of ads and I'm like, I don't want to stick around for 3 minutes and wait to see if I'm interested in the stream. For YouTube though, YouTube running mid-roll ads on YouTube doesn't disable pre-rolls as far as I know, so you're only running them for, I don't know, fucking funsies. So anyway, that was a long agency talk about things and we went back and forth and it was a bit confusing, and the end result is I don't know how agencies work. I'm not somebody you should listen to his opinion on because I don't fucking know what I'm doing, but primarily you need to try and take the feelings out of it. Oh my god, I can see the raid. Hang on. Shiro Neko, thank you for the raid. YouTube decided, okay, I feel like I need to show this on stream. Wait, oh wait, shit, the raid message went away. Fuck. Thank you for the raid. I'm so sorry. YouTube decides that the best way to have raid messages is Shiro Neko, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. They decide that white text over white background is the best raid message. I couldn't fucking read it. I couldn't read. I had to lean in. To read. But thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing your community with me. I hope your stream was good. If you need to go eat or sleep or anything, feel free. We're yapping about agencies or VTubing, but I think we're pretty much done. But yeah, agencies are difficult. I don't run agencies. I will never join an agency. I will never run an agency. Too much thinking for my brain. I'm not good at thonking. My thonking ability is at an all-time low. Okay, let's move on from that though. I hope the PixelLink girls do well. I know the ones that are going back to their past life will probably do all right. Although I'm not going to name names again because I don't want to step foot on the taboo, but I had one of the PixelLink girls who I've interacted with before, like reply to one of my tweets, and she replied in a way that was familiar, and I was like, I feel like, I've developed this like brain tingle, this like spider sense in VTubing, where when somebody talks to me, when somebody DMs me or replies to one of my tweets or anything, I get this like this little tingle in the back of my brain. It's like, you know this person. You've spoke to this person before. You know who they are. And I don't know where it comes from, but it's becoming very, very accurate. And so this person replied to me and I was like, I fucking know who this is. And then I had to do the shitty thing of going to Google and being like, okay, I know this is not what you're meant to do, but who is this person? I need their past life info because I'm gonna go insane. This is a bigger problem. This is a bigger problem in the community than people are willing to talk about. It fucking sucks my friends keep graduating and keep turning into different people, and I can't keep track of them all, and it's my job to keep track of them. I'm a YouTuber and I can't keep track of them all, and so they just turn up like in chat or they turn up in Twitter, and I'm like, fuck, do I know you? I feel like I know you. And sometimes I talk to friends and they're like, oh, did you see this person debuted? Isn't that cool? And I'm like, what do you mean? I mean, cool. Yeah, it is cool. And it's like, oh, what? That's kind of shitty of you. That's XYZ. And I'm like, that's XYZ. I didn't know they were fucking joining that agency. What do you mean? Oh my God. It is stressful. I genuinely need, I have a spreadsheet. I genuinely need a spreadsheet at this point. I need a spreadsheet of like, here are your friends and here are do you know what I need? I need to put it like a ping or like an open DM thing of like, hey, if you change, can you just fucking DM me it so I know? Past lives, Kanna mentioned having taken a gap year before she was Kanna that she can't talk about. Damn, that's crazy. Become a lawyer, hey team. Oh, it's just, it's too much. I can't keep track of my friends. They keep changing their faces. I saw I don't know, what do you guys think? I've debated making a video about this or a tweet or something about the past life taboo. I've talked about it before. I personally think the past life taboo only serves to disadvantage talents, and I don't think it's really that important to keep around, but I don't know, I'd be curious what you guys think about it. Because personally, unless the talent explicitly says like, hey, I don't want to be linked to this other account, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, this is this. Because in no other, hey Mir, in no other industry would this happen. In a flesh shipping industry, if somebody left like a content group and went to another content group, they would never have to be like, by the way, I'm secretly wink wink, because they would look the fucking same. And I personally think that it only serves to help the agency if they've been doing bad things, and it only serves to disadvantage the talent. So I think we should just, I don't know. But then it feels bad to imply to like, it feels bad to sort of assume then that the talent is okay with it. And so I'm always caught between guessing and knowing it. Obviously, yeah, on stream is bad, but that's because mentioning other streamers on stream, even if it's themselves, is kind of shitty. Just, I mean, there's a lot of people in communities that don't know that. There's a lot of people that really have zero social etiquette in stream chats, where they'll go in and be like, by the way, did you see this person? Oh, this person was super cool. This person did so much cool things. I saw one with Cinder the other day. Let me actually see if I can pull this up. It was a few weeks ago, so I might not be able to find it, but I saw Cinder reply to it, so I'm gonna have to look for the replies unless somebody has the actual tweet. But it was somebody in somebody in somebody else's chat, essentially just like talking about Cinder, and like they came into the stream and immediately just asked about another VTuber. And so there was this whole thread. I think like Cinder replied, I think a bunch of other big VTubers replied talking about it. But yeah, here it's fine. Like here is okay because we talk about other VTubers here, so I don't fucking care if you come in and are like, oh my god, have you talked about this? Because I'll be like, I don't know, have I? But in other people's chats that aren't me, if like, don't just go into somebody's chat and be like, hey, have you heard of this person? Hey, did you see this? Hey, what do you think of this? And this is, yeah, I don't know. The past life taboo thing is, have you heard about Luwdig? Fuck you. I don't know. It's hard. I think it's okay to talk about other VTubers in someone's chats if you're prompted. If you're prompted, or I think if they're friends, at that point it's a bit okay. Like if you go into, I don't know actually. I'd actually be interested in hearing, like, if you go into Numi's chat, would it be okay to go into Numi's chat and be like, oh my god, did you see Bao shit herself again? Would that be okay? Because they're friends, and so you're going into someone's chat and like bringing up a free haha hee hee that their friend did. But is that also like you're still going into another VTuber's chat and bringing up a separate person? I don't know. Interesting moral question that I don't have the answer to. People mentioning other streamers unprompted has been a huge problem in the VDL extended universe lately. People bring him up constantly in his friends' chats. Yeah, and that can be, I don't know, man. announcing you're leaving to watch that friends feel bad. Dude, I get that a lot, and I'm generally like, I don't fucking care. I fully understand that if one of your guys Oshi goes live, your cute anime girl that you've spent however much time watching, you're probably gonna fucking dip and go watch her. I get it. I understand it. There's no hatred. I get it. But dude, if I was any other VTuber, the number of times I've seen people in chat be like, bye Pen, I'm gonna go watch this person now. And I'm like, okay, cool. You don't need to tell me. Like, if you need to leave to go watch someone else, you have my blessing. I get it. I understand it. But you don't need to put in chat, I'm leaving to go watch someone more entertaining. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's a little bit fucked up. I know you'd rather be watching some titties right now. I'm sorry, I don't have them. Putting it in chat is just rude. Like, some people put that they're going to bed or something, and that's fine. Like, hey, Pen, I'm going to sleep. I'll catch you later. And I'm like, yeah, cool, bye, see you. But if you're going to go watch someone else, general etiquette is like, you don't need to put in chat, like, hey, I'm fucking off to watch someone else. It means you know the person isn't there, so you don't feel like you're being stood up. True, but I don't know. I don't expect viewers to stick around typically. Like, typically, unless I've seen you chat like right now, I assume that you might have dipped out, because I know how streaming works. You click around, right? You might be... I know what you people are like. You might be watching 4 separate streams at this time. We're all doomed. We all have the attention span of a goldfish. You might be watching 3 streams right now that you're clicking between. Mine is one of them. Hey, Pen, I'm gonna watch Emo Fauna now. Yeah, me too. That was funny. That, I mean, hey, if Fauna's still around, and or Fauna, you know, is still around, and you're like, hey, Pen, I'm gonna watch Fauna, that's the one exception. If you're saying you're gonna watch Fauna or Fauna adjacent people, you know what? I might just end stream to go watch Fauna too. Anyway, yeah, just a little, dude. Streamer etiquette, man. It's a lot. It's really hard. I feel like there's been a few streams. Was it Kilia that did one? Was it Kilia? I think it might have been Kilia. He did a stream where she sat down, or it might have been... Fuck. I can't remember who it was. Was it... There's been a few. There's been a few where the streamers like sat down and like explained streamer etiquette or viewer etiquette to people. You have tits, are you having it? Do I? I can't fucking tell. I'ma say it. That shit looks flat. If I was a topologist, I'd be advising you don't need tires to climb that hill. That is a zero slope area. I actually feel pretty bad if you just dip into someone's chat without saying something. I think there's different etiquettes depending on the size of the streamer. Like if the streamer has like a few people in chat, and then you, like, I feel like at that point it's a different idea. Like it's a different vibe, but I don't know. It's Running Yuka both the shorts but not mentioning Guru constantly. Well, that's the shorts audience though. When you get the shorts audience, you get those people coming in. Because shorts viewers are clip enjoyers, and they know like 3 VTubers, and so they'll hop into your stream when they see you're live, and they'll be like, oh my god, have you heard of this? Weirdly enough, I think Rin has also become, for a while, became one of those people where people hop in chat and be like, oh my god, have you heard of Rin Penrose? It's like... Yeah, I mean, if there's a 5k streamer, you're not going to be like, I'm leaving, I'm important. I think, isn't there a toggle on this for... Isn't there a titty toggle? There's a titty toggle on this model somewhere, but you guys don't deserve it. You've done nothing to deserve my titties. They don't belong to you. Anyways, what's next? What do I want to talk about next? We spent a while on that PixelLink thing, and I talked to myself in circles a little bit. Let's see. What else do I want to discuss? Oh, the Shy Lily. Is this a 50 gifted for the titties? Am I going to have to now... Wait, is this shit still broken? Are we just gonna cycle through different alerts? Oh god. It's still broken. Okay, fine, fuck, hang on. I'll find the titty toggle. Give me a second, chat. Give me 2 seconds, chat. You fucking... Oh my god, Tara Rose was gifted a membership. Let me find this goddamn toggle. I didn't realize this is still broken. This has been broken since I got alerts, I'm pretty sure. So it's probably been going on 2 years at this point. Fuck you, Penundrum! Fuck you, Penundrum. We're just gonna cycle through all of the... Oh yeah, all the toggles are off because I kept hitting them. Because they're all in the... Okay, why is the toggle named flat chest? The chest is already flat. Hang on. Oh my god, you give it to Hiruma? Wait, I've been turned into the non-titty having model. Or the other one.
Yeah, wait, fuck you.
Well, at least we now have a little bit of variety. We have a little bit of variety to our notifications.
Penumbra, fuck you.
I can't test what it does. I've been transformed. I've been transformed into this version. I can't put the titties on. There are no titties on this model. This model has no titties. I'm sorry.
Yeah, wait, Penumbra, fuck you.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Fuck you, Penumbra.
It's the tittyless version. Man, let me see. Let me have a scroll through these toggles.
Fuck you.
I might still be... Oh, that's the OG one. Sad no, but I'm finding it, Nico. I promise. I pinky promise. It's in here somewhere. I can become bald, I think. I have no idea how these models work. Let's not start estimating the cup size of my VTuber model, or not my VTuber model, I guess. Actually, that's even weirder that it's not mine. Look, the next time somebody turns me into a goth bitch, I will look for the titty model. Is that fair? Okay, it's been redeemed. So once this runs out, let's just... Let me do some rapid fire news while we wait, shall we?
You know what, Penumbra, fuck
Wow,
you.
the alerts are just going to keep rolling in, all right? We're going to just deal with it. We got Shy Lily, chibi model. Very cool.
Penumbra, fuck you. All right, just fuck you.
It's just gonna be this. Do you know what? This actually isn't too bad now that we have variety. Now that we have... Okay, never mind. We're getting the same one over and over again. But before, it used to be just Lopi saying the same sound alert. And it drove me fucking... Why is it now... Why the moment I say that is it now... Oh, there's a new thing in Stream Elements. That's cool. Okay, thankfully. The moment I say, man, I'm glad there's variety, now we need Heavenly Father to say it. I'm surprised. Did we not get him to say it on when he was on? I think we forgot to ask him or we didn't. I'll DM him. Actually, no, he ghosted me. He's not responded to my DM. He heavenly hates me. He didn't respond to my DMs. How many people did you get to say fuck you? Every person we had on the old podcast, I got to say it at the end of the podcast. So there's about 7. False ID is in here, and Lauren Locke, and Dashi, and we didn't get Juniper to say it, and we didn't get Heavenly to say it, I think. I like the false one. The false one is probably my favorite. Anyway, there's Rosette. Rosette really sent it. There's Bay. Bay's got her 3D birthday live because her birthday... Isn't Bay's birthday February 29th? Am I misremembering that? Isn't Bay's birthday the 29th? Fuck you, Penundral! I like the Penundral as well. Yeah.
You know what, Penumbra? Fuck you. All right, just fuck
So
you.
yeah, she has it on the 28th because she's on the 29th because she's Hololife's biggest joker. What else do we have? There's Evan. Evan is the one that most sounds like he actually hates me, which I think might be because he might secretly actually hate me. But Evan, all the other ones are very funny, like, haha, Penumbral, fuck you, haha, Penumbral, fuck you. The way Evan says it is, I actually fucking hate you, and I hope that you die. Let's see, where are we up to? We're at Norm. Norm is the 27th. We're almost halfway, chat. Let's go. We got a cover of Telepathy from Tomoe Carmine. I don't follow her, why not? I'm following her now. We got Pippa, who's going to be on an aircraft carrier. Pippa's at Carrier Con 2025. I don't know why you would put...
Fuck you. All right,
I don't know why you'd put Pippa on an aircraft carrier. That seems like a terrible idea, but hey, I'm not the one in charge.
You know what, Penumbral? Fuck you. All right, just fuck you.
The Niji new announcement. We'll get to that in a second. Wait, the one about the new members, the new gen coming out. You give a membership to a Fandit? That is interesting.
What, fuck you. All right, just fuck you.
Let me see. No, that's the wrong notepad. I have two notepads. I don't need that one.
Penumbral, fuck you.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, I should probably... If you want to see Marvel Rivals next week, I'm in a tournament. VTuber Rivals is a thing. I'm playing with these people. Sora invited me because he's cool. Unfortunately, Evan is here. He's not cool, but the other guys are cool. I've never actually talked to Ollie. Show the good team, the one with Coney.
You know what, Penumbral? Fuck you. All right, just fuck you.
You saying my team isn't the good team? Doki Birds, okay, so we have access to all the teams and we can see the ranks of everybody in the teams. They're Doki Bird's team. I want to point out, my team, to the best of my knowledge, has like 3 plat players, 2 diamond players, a bronze, and then we have like 1 GM. Doki Bird's team has 2 one above alls. So don't expect to win if you tune in to watch me. We will probably get bodied turn 1. But we will be there. I will be on probably 150 ping, so if I play badly, I have an excuse. Oh, I'm back in the goth model. Hang on, I need to find the titty toggle. Give me a second, chat. It's very important that I fulfill my obligations. I'm a very, very good boy. Hang on. Is important. It's in Divide. I feel like when she made this, she was kind of coping. Can I show you, chat? Can I show you the copium? Can I show you the copium real quick? So I want you to know this toggle is called the flat chest toggle. Bitch, that's the same size. You ain't changing anything. You're... You are turning the PC on and off again and hoping shit will change. My brother in Christ. F's in the chat for our poor copium rabbit. Corbett needs you to find the difference between these two pictures. Yeah, you're opening and closing the fridge hoping to spawn food. Anyway, Nico, I hope the 50 gifted memberships was worth that. I personally feel like you got a bit scammed, but hey, I didn't set the price. Anyway, yeah. VTuber Rivals. Doki's probably going to be up there. I'm not going to win, but it wasn't. I know, I'm sorry. It'd be like that. But I will also be there if you want to come by and, I don't know, show some support and tell me I'm great at the video games and, you know, you support me. It'll be on Twitch, though. So, like, if you're not following me on Twitch, like, maybe you should do that. Wait, I don't think the new command works in here, does it? The GamerSups one. Resnick maybe change my... Not shik. Why did I type shik? Change my command to shill. I don't think it works. Oh. Let's see. Oh, yeah. We got the Babble Buddy model. You love to see it. It's a free... I think Babble herself also got like a new kind of funny model this week as well, but why the Babble Buddy kicked up? It's hosted by Zen's manager. It's pretty cool. There's a bunch of people in it. There's like agency VTubers, non-agency VTubers. There's a lot of fucking people. It's a lot of people. I think there's like 64 teams or something stupid like that. I'm probably not going to meet a lot of it. It'd be cool. There's a certain team I would have liked to go against that's in the event, but I don't think I'll get the chance, unfortunately. So there's the Babble Buddy model. Let's see what else. Ebiko's new original song. Love Stain, covered that in the short. Elia dropped a cover of the Jujutsu Kaisen ED, which was really cool as well. It was like fully animated and everything. It was kind of fucking insane. I'd highly recommend you go check that out. I love the Jujutsu ED, that one where it's the one where Itadori is like dancing and everything. It's before, you know, Jujutsu became about depression and everybody fucking dying. So that's cool. Iron Mouse performed at Sanrio. Sanrio happened. Mousy was there. I didn't watch it, but it looked pretty cool. So thumbs up from me. Let's see. And the hololive Yu-Gi-Oh showdown is in like 2 days. February 26th. 3 days. It's in 3 days. Let's see. Do you want to talk about Niji? Ellie has a song scheduled for tomorrow, I think, and Rikuri Productions just had a cover yesterday of Kingslayer. Ooh, cool. Kingslayer. I like Kingslayer. Kingslayer's a really good song. Do you want to talk about Niji? No, not about Niji. I saw some Niji merch drama, but I personally didn't care much about it. I don't know, 149 new Niji gen question mark. Do you have a full team list or a bracket for the tournament that you can hit me with? I'm very curious, and there's no easily accessible list I found. No. I know what bracket I'm in. I know what group I'm in. I don't think the bracket's available. Certain teams, or one specific certain team that I'm not going to name at all. I'm not going to call it out, mainly because I don't want to get in trouble. But you know, there might be perchance one team that hasn't been, or maybe a few teams that haven't been announced yet, that are slacking on things because they're, you know. So blame them. We are still going Cupcake. I yapped for a bit long. So blame them. I don't know. I don't know if it's actually a fault. I imagine the bracket will come out when it comes out. I know what. Don't LMAO me, you links. Get your shit together. So yeah, some, you know, specific dead people might be holding up the fucking queue a little bit, but hey. I know what bracket I'm in, so I know mine. There's no one that I'm really know in the group I'm in. I believe I'm in Group D. There's no. I looked through all the teams and all the members. I might have missed them, and there's a lot of people, but I didn't see anyone or teams that I specifically was like, oh, I know them. And the chances of me getting out of Group D are fucking zero, because it's 16 teams to a group, so I'd have to win 8 games in a row. And if you've seen me play Marvel Rivals, I can't win 1 game in a row. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll be coming up against certain people and kicking their ass and laughing about it. But you know, we can dream. Anyway, yeah, Niji. Quick little Niji news. Niji Fest 2025. We've talked about it before. It's their yearly festival. It's happening. or it happened over the weekend, and they dropped this teaser, which looks like an all-male gen that they're dropping, coming soon for a new debut. There you go. Hey, Mid, I'm doing alright. Yu-Gi-Oh tournament? Yeah, the official hololive Yu-Gi-Oh collab is a tournament in the actual game itself, I believe. If you somehow make it to fight them and lose, we will never live it down. You'd realize that I would have to make it through my teams. They would have to make it through theirs. Have you seen? Look, I don't think I can show you it, and I'm not gonna because I'll probably get in trouble. But there is a spreadsheet of all the teams and all the ranks of all the people in it, and I scrolled through it, and there's quite a few coughing baby hydrogen bomb ass matchups in this tournament. I think I'm one of the coughing babies. We have a GM. For some fucking reason, he's our sub. I actually am debating, angrily messaging the group chat and being like, hey, can I sit out? Why is our best player in the sub position? That doesn't seem smart. So, you know, we have a team with one GM and maybe one Celestial. I think one of our people ranked up to Celestial. And some other teams have 2 people that are one above all. So they're 2 people that are just some of the best players in the game. So if we ever come up against them, we're fucked. Honestly, even if we come up against one above all, I think we're kind of fucked. So yeah, we're probably going to get our shit stumped in. I'm going to be on a 150 ping. It's going to be a great time. But yeah, it's kind of funny. I was speaking to someone today and I was like, oh yeah, they were talking about their Marvel Rivals event that they're in, and I was talking about my Marvel Rivals event that I was in, and we only realized like halfway through that we were both in the same Marvel Rivals event. So sadly, I'm not in Alara's because we did not sign up in time. That event was weird. But yeah, so there you go. New Niji wave, Niji Fest. I can't say I was particularly invested in. I didn't watch any Niji Fest. It's not really my thing. But hey, new wave of Niji people. Thumbs up. Smile emoji. Let's see. I'm gonna do some more quick news. So we have three more quick news that I want to talk about, and then we can get into the last little bits of chewy news, I guess. Relia, I suppose base 3D was covered. She announced that, yeah, we talked about her birthday 3D live. It's coming on the 28th. So we talked about that a little bit. Well, I said it happened. It's not happened yet, so I can't really talk about it other than saying, you know, technically it's not our birthday because her birthday is the 29th. Yeah, so first, Deanne is taking a bit of a break from YouTubing to going back to real life. He's part of the VTuber community, so I guess it's part of VTuber news, but yeah, here you go. He's talks about like burnout, IRL stuff. You know, there you go. The tweet's there if you want to go see it, but all the best to him. There was the this isn't really VTuber news, but I saw it and it was interesting. Twitch kind of cutting storage, so let's see. Yeah, so apparently they're introducing like a limit for 100 hours of storage, but it doesn't apply to VODs or clips. It only applies to... I saw a lot of people saying... I saw a lot of people saying that this was like applying to VODs and that you could only have 100 hours of VODs, or clips, but it seems like the opposite. You can only have 100 hours of like... the like highlights and stuff, which yeah, people were using like highlights to, because if you go to my Twitch channel right now, I really should find a way. I don't know why it's like this. I didn't intentionally do this, by the way. I don't know how this happened. I don't know how to undo it. I've never made a highlight in my life. There's only one highlighted stream on my entire channel. Go back here. No, where is it? Wait, is it gone? Did we lose it? Wait, did we lose Rise of the Mummy Milfers? Oh, did it die? Chat, this is so sad. I didn't know. Only Steam got officially announced a few hours ago, so I can cope and hope you're matched up against her. I used to have a VOD. Maybe it got taken out as part of the new thing. I used to have a VOD that was just permanently on my channel called Rise of the Mummy Milfus, which was an old Cult of the Lamb. It was an old Cult of the Lamb stream I did. That I titled Rise of the Mummy Milfus because I was funny, not thinking about how I didn't think it was going to get stuck on my channel permanently for the end of time. So it's just sat there as the only broadcast, as the only highlight I've ever had. But now that it's gone, I'm kind of, wait, highlights? It's gone. Oh, I didn't like it being there, but now that it's gone, I'm kind of sad. Oh well, whatever. Oh my god. Are we getting the infinite? Can we get the infinite loop thing? Hang on. This is how you spawn infinite viewers. This is how you win. This is how you win Twitch. I've got every time it does it, I double my viewers. Turn the sound on. I don't know if I want to turn the sound on. I don't know if I want to do it. Yo, Solomon, thank you for the follow. Okay. What word do you want me to say that'll echo? Hang on, I could turn it off. How is this gonna work? Okay. If I just go like, wait, it isn't mute. Why is I'm not getting audio. Why am I not getting, is this site muted? Oh, okay. Ready? You want to get this stream demonetized real quick? You want to get this YouTube stream demonetized? I don't know what the delay's like. Cunt.
% if you use code Orca.
Whoa.
But for just the next
Why is Shy Lily
5
playing?
days, it'll be 21%.
Shy Lily, no.
Chunks off like a good
I still can't hear
3
myself.
months, I think, almost.
I guess I'm just muted
Of
to
the whole
myself.
set.
Wait, does Twitch do that on purpose? You
The
just mute
Luwdig
yourself?
is like the most expensive thing.
Why?
They couldn't
Hello,
make it
Shy
much
Lily.
cheaper. It's the it's pretty.
I sound a bit different than I thought I did. Huh. Oh fuck. 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 Well. Let's mute that again. Maybe the most incompetent Twitch streamer of all time. That's me. I'm your boy, Penumbral. Let's wrap up this stream, shall we? Let's finish talking about things. Yeah, unnamed got hacked by one of those crypto things, the crypto boys. They got the typical stream. I should play my BGM. I can't think without it. They got one of those like crypto streams to like buy shitcoin or whatever. Thankfully, it seemed to get resolved pretty quick, so it's not hacked anymore. But they talked about it saying don't interact with it. So there's that. Just remember to be aware of that. Not W for crypto bro. Well, it is a W for crypto bros, but we hate crypto bros. And then what else? I think that was it. So there's only 2 more things I want to talk about. Now, I'll bring this up briefly. Hero Factory is an agency I was not familiar with before this week when I saw this drama come up. It's an agency that I'm still not super familiar with. There's a big Google Doc dropped and a big stream dropped by Podge, and then a big Google Doc dropped by the CEO of the company. It looks like there were some disagreements between people. The Google Doc is huge. The stream is pretty long. I looked through some of it. It seemed a lot of he said, she said, typical like talents were not being supported and whatnot. I did not look into it enough for me to really form what I think is enough of an informed story to tell you about it. If Rima's doing a video on Hero Factory, more power to her. Hopefully she comes out with that. I did not have time to look into it much before stream. I'm not going to say much on it because I don't want to give misinformation. If you want to go look it up, or if you want to look at Rima's video when it comes out, go for it. Personally, I don't know. There you go. I'm mentioning it because they lost all 7 members of their only gen. So they have no people in it. They have there's no people, no talents in the agency anymore. Which, by the way, the one complaint I do have is I went to the website for Hero Factory and they have all their talents listed out. The CEO is listed as a talent, which really confused me because the statement said 7 Gen 1 members are leaving. And then I went to the site and it said they had 8 Gen 1 members. And I was like, well, who didn't leave? The one that didn't leave was the CEO, who for some reason is on the talent page. Don't ask me why. I don't know. But there you have it. So, we might see more information come out in the future. I don't know. I'm not informed enough to say anything. I don't want to start a hate raid or whatever. So, there you go. And the last thing, I don't know why this is the last thing, but Brave is buying another group. Speaking about Brave buying groups, we spoke about this earlier. Brave is buying another group called Neoport, who I believe are a JP agency. They call it joint management. They say they're merging, but they said they merged with Idol as well. And in reality, I think it means they acquired them. I assume they say merge because they're merging them into their like corporate structure. But in kind of reality, it just means that Brave is buying another VTubing agency. So, yeah, so sorry, EP. I'm not going to go too far into the Brave thing. I've talked before about Brave a lot. The buying of VTuber agencies. They are buying a lot of them. Thankfully, I don't think they'll end up buying the big ones. I do. Then they say, yeah, they did say merge with Idol as well. I don't know. I mean, Brave seems to be doing pretty well. I'm just always hesitant when I see one company buy up a bunch of small other corporate, like, it feels weird. I don't know, but Brave recently did something about one of their branches not allowing them to post music anymore. I saw the fucking Squirmimi thing. Did you guys see that? I wasn't going to talk about it because it's a little bit speculative. It's a little bit speculation. Oh, I accidentally was mid DM to Tippy. Tippy, I'm sorry. I was not actually typing that entire time. I think I misclicked the number 6 onto our DMs. Let's see. There was a Squirmimi thing, and it seemed weird, but also like people were pointing out, or I mean, Resnick DM'd it to me, but yeah, you were probably hit by the big 50 wave that Nico spawned. Squirmimi tweeted this out, and people pointed out that it's ... .. which is fucking SOS in like in Morse code. And then apparently she had like a post on the channel as well that said you guys would know if she tweeted anything from her account that wasn't her. And then yeah, she had another tweet come out that was ... ... So I mean, it's hard to deny. It's hardly like a conspiracy theory, but it's fucking weird. You still going? I'm able to leave a comment while at work. Okay, time for me to replay this video to listen to while at work. Hey, oh, work's going well, Clawmaster. So there's been some weird shit going on at Globey recently. I did see the thing about the music. The them not letting one of the talents post music on main, or like moving away from it or something like that. And then this, again, I've not really looked into it myself too much, but it's weird. It's certainly weird. So there's some weird shit going on at Globey. And then Brave, who owns Globee, bought another group as well. You have to remember, Globee is technically, they're all run by different divisions of Brave, so they're not all the same Brave, so it's not just one company necessarily. Like they all, Brave US and Brave, what's the other one? There's Brave Corp US, and then there's Brave, fuck, what's the other one? The one that owns Idol. Is it called Brave Europe? Wait, is there 3 then? I thought there was a different name. Hang on, Brave Group. Oh, it is Brave Group Europe. Huh. What was I thinking? Brave US is the umbrella for Idol and V for Mirai. Brave US owns Idol. Ah, okay, yeah. Oh yeah, V-Split is the one I'm thinking of. It's technically owned by Brave, but isn't called like a Brave subsidiary. It's called V-Split. Anyway, so yeah, there's some shit going on at Globee. Not the kind of thing I typically report on because I have no fucking clue what's going on. I wouldn't put it in the short, for example, because all it will do is spread speculation, and I don't want to do that. But it's definitely weird. Your talent's tweeting out fucking SOS like a prisoner, like a prisoner of war. Not great. So stay tuned for Globee news, I guess. I can't really tell you what I think is going on, other than obviously there's something going on that they can't tell us, and they want to tell us, and they can't. And then, oh wait, no shit, the apology. That's the one I'm thinking of. The fucking, was it Squirmimi that did the apology? That fucking, the one that was kind of unnecessary, that nobody knew what the fuck it was for really, and did not read at all like a human wrote it. Again, I don't like the accusations of skinwalking because I feel like it's you can get into conspiracy theory territory. I don't like it. The fact that she's tweeting SOS implies something's going on. I don't know if she's actually getting skinwalked. Like, that's, I don't know, but that apology was definitely weird. I can't find it, but she made an apology for something that had like happened like last month that I couldn't, like, genuinely you go to the replies in it, and it's people not knowing what they're apologizing for. And so it felt weird that she would tweet that. And then now the SOS stuff, it's all just very strange. It's very bizarre. It was I think it was the merch thing, yeah. But I don't know, it felt weird that like a month later this big statement comes out, and I don't know. Anyway, something's going on. There's some weird shit going on at Globee. I'm not really wanting to make like a hard definitive call of what it is because I don't want to spread speculation, but there's definitely something's happening. So I don't know, I guess keep an eye out for Globee news. If you see any, chuck it in the news channel, let me know. We'll see what happens, what comes of it. Again, it's not in the thumbnail, title, or short because I don't know a lot, but hey, we'll figure it out. Yeah, and I think that's all I wanted to cover today. I think. Yeah, anyway. Weird way to end. I forgot about that. I genuinely, I don't think it's not even in my, it's not even in my notes. I wasn't expecting to talk about it today. It literally just hit me at the last bit. I was like, wait, that was this week, the fucking weird SOS tweets. I guess I didn't put them in my notepad because it's not the kind of thing I'd typically put in the short, but it is weird. Either way, let's find some people to raid, shall we? Any suggestions from the room of Twitch and or YouTube raiders to engage with? Let's see. Apollo's live on Twitch that we could raid into. Pippa, oh yeah, we also had the Pippa graduation. Wait, Nova's streaming? No. Is she? I don't see a live stream. Oh, she's on Twitch. Is it a different Nova? Is she live on Twitch and not YouTube? Oh, Dr. Nova from V4. Right, gotcha. I thought you meant Nova Alchemy. Bibu is live. Let me just see what YouTube recommends for me to raid into, shall we? Edit, customization, redirect. Kai's live. Sens is live. You guys want to go say hi to Sens? I didn't even know Sens streamed on YouTube. Fuck it. We'll raid into Sens. Why not? Sens raid on YouTube. Is Sens also live on Twitch? We could do a double raid into the same person, and then I don't have to keep track of them. Sens. Yes. All right. I'm gonna send you into Sens on both streams. That makes it easier for me and easier for you probably, and everyone all around is just a happier human being. So. Where's my Twitch control panel? There it is. Okay. Sens. There you go. Raid on Sens started on Twitch, and the raid on Sens is set on YouTube. All right. Thank you for joining for my stream today. We did some news, and then we also did other things like look at titties. We were very productive today. Yeah, thank you guys for dropping by. Thank you for the 50 gifted, Nico. Holy shit. Thank you guys for all the new members, or all the re-memberships that happened. I won't be live tomorrow. Tomorrow's scheduled day and everything, and I have my apartment inspection, so pray for me. Next stream will be Tuesday. I assume probably more Planet Crafter. I think we're getting close to the end of Planet Crafter. I'm sorry, Connor, you did not get a member, but you might get moderator, which is just as good. Connor, I'll see if I get it. Yeah. Do you know what? Fuck it. Connor, welcome to the team. We're celebrating the end of stream with a moderation of Connor. Everybody, round of applause for Connor. Papega clap. You love to see it. I just realized all you guys hear is the clapping. Anyway, there you go, Connor. You've been marked with blue. YouTube, you're going into Sens. Twitch, you're going into Sens. I'm going into bed. Thank you guys for joining me today. I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.